Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Good evening, everyone, and today we're gonna be chatting a bit which heroes might come at one point in Marvel Rivals. And the list is pretty big. Let's start out with the obvious route, the Spiderman Saga. And first on the list will be Carnage. Carnage is a no-brainer. It makes sense he will come at one point in Marvel Rivals. We have Venom. Why wouldn't they bring Carnage? Everyone wants to have Venom and Carnage in Marvel Rivals. The big question is what role Carnage will be playing in Marvel Rivals if he comes. Tank or DPS? My honest thoughts, Carnage will be a DPS hero. Next up on the list from the Spiderman Saga will be, everyone knows him, Michael Morbius or Morbius. Morbius again, Morbius is a no-brainer. Like, high chances Morbius will be showing up in Marvel Rivals. His role? Well, he's not a support, that's for sure, so he's either gonna be tank or DPS. One of these two. But the best bet would be damage hero. Now, let's see who else. But this guy is from the first Spider-Man cartoons. People heard of him. This will be random. He's either gonna be tank or DPS. These two for sure, not support. Now then, this guy a lot of people know and heard about, and it's Kraven the Hunter. Kraven is not gonna be support. And I highly doubt he's gonna be tank. Craven will be more like DPS damage hero if he's gonna come. Let's see the next ones. He's a villain, but there is a chance the villain might come to the game, and that's Kingpin. Kingpin's role will be pretty, I wouldn't say obvious, but I think it's a 50-50, tank or DPS. Now then, hey, whispered Sim Static. Hey, how are you doing? So the next one will be, hey Sonic. Hobgoblin, who is gonna be for sure a damage hero. Going good. Just making a list with the possible heroes that might come in the Marvel Rivals universe. Anyone here is more than welcome to add something to this list. Like, I'm adding what I think that have like the highest chances of getting into the game. Next up is the Green Goblin, which obviously he's gonna be a damage hero. There's two goblins, if you guys remembered from the Spider-Man series, Hobgoblin and Green Goblin. We saw him in the Spider-Man series also. It wasn't that frequent, but yeah, he was there. Very high chances we might get Blade. And Blade for sure is gonna be a damage hero. Now then, next ones. These used to be Spider-Man's enemies who he fought and won against. And there is a possibility they might come into the Marvel Rivals universe. One of them being Hydra. Hydra was a human who could control water everywhere. And Hydra for sure is gonna be a damage hero. Another one is Shocker. Another of Spider-Man's... Another villain which Spider-Man fought and he won against. Next up on the list is... Many people know him, the Rhino. With Rhino, I'm gonna give it two things. I know for a fact 100% he, not 100, but let's say 90%, he will be a tank. That's a no-brainer. DPS 10%. But yeah. Tank 90%, sure, DPS around 10%. Well, let's write it like this. The list is pretty big, so it's like it's gonna take a bit of time to make it. So, next up on the list will be Vulture. Vulture DPS tank, it will be a 50-50 coin flip. So it's a 50-50 gamble regarding Vulture's role in Marvel Rivals. Next up is the Sandman. Sandman... I think Sandman will be... He doesn't look like a DPS hero. He's more like tankish, so I would say... I mean, there is a chance, but that's a very small chance of Sandman being a damage hero. But I would give it, let's say, like this. Tank 50% chance and DPS 50. Not certain what he's gonna be playing. Now then, next up, the Lizard. The Lizard, I'm more than 99% sure he's gonna be damage, aka DPS. Next up is Tombstone. Tombstone, he didn't appear in too many of the Spider-Man episodes, but he looks like a weird mix between a tank and DPS, so it's like it's gonna be tank 50% and DPS 50%, the probability for these two. Now then, Electro. Electro, I'm 99% certain he's gonna be a damage hero if he's gonna be coming into the Marvel Rivals universe. Scorpion, for sure, DPS 0. That's literally a no-brainer at this point. And let's see some of these here, which I didn't write down. Yes, we forgot about him. Mysterio. Mysterio will be an odd choice. I think Mysterio will be in the ballpark of either tank or DPS, probability 50-50, so it's a gamble. Who did we miss? Black Cat. Black Cat. Black Cat, I'm certain she's gonna be a DPS hero. Dr. Otto Octavius, Dr. Octopus. For short, he's gonna be tank DPS. Not really certain about that. So Dr. Octopus, tank. Now then, we're coming into places where I'm not sure if they're gonna bring these characters in Marvel Rivals, but anything is possible nowadays, so take it with a pinch of salt. Dormammu was a villain who Spider-Man fought alongside with Venom to beat and stop him from entering Earth and destroying it. Dormammu, either tank or DPS. Dormammu, it will be weird, I would say, either tank 50% or DPS 50% chance. Around that. Which villains did we miss out? Let's see. We missed out Chameleon. Yeah, Chameleon. Chameleon can morph into anyone, so Chameleon, it's either gonna be tank or DPS. So it's like tank 50% chance or DPS chance, something like that. Next up, Baron. Baron Mordo, who is Dormammu's servant. There you go, that's Baron Mordo. Baron Mordo I'm certain he's gonna be playing damage role more than certain DPS. Spellcaster, something like that. That's two characters which I'm not certain there is a chance they might come, but yeah, the possibilities are endless, so it's gonna be Madam Web. Madam Web DPS. I'm sure of it. Oh, hey Sonic, welcome back. Red Skull, yeah. And Red Skull is gonna be, I would say, 50-50. Tank 50% or DPS 50% chance. I'm trying to remember more names. Because there is a lot of them. There might be a chance Spider Carnage to come. Spider-Man combined with the Carnage symbiote. And honestly, this is give or take about it with the Spider-Man Saga. Like, these are the characters which have a chance of coming into Marvel Rivals. So this was about it with the Spider-Man Saga. Now we come to Xmen Saga. Now then, well, we all know who I'm gonna mention, and it's pretty obvious he's gonna be coming into Marvel Rivals, and that is Wolverine, Wadro, DPS hero, easily. Right, next up, Gambit. Beast. Beast is gonna be tank. Mystique. Mystique is gonna be either DPS or support. So Mystique is gonna be DPS 50% chance or support 50% chance. Now then, Magneto's son, Pietro. Pietro DPS. Apocalypse. Apocalypse. I'm certain Apocalypse is gonna be tank in Marvel Rivals. Sinister. Sinister for shorter DPS. Right then. Juggernaut. Juggernaut will be tank, I'm certain of that. Cyclops. DPS. Bishop. Tank 50% chance or DPS 50% chance. The possibilities in the Xmen Saga are pretty high. Like that's many options. Ah, yes. Sabretooth. Logan's arch nemesis. Sabretooth is gonna be for sure DPS not tank. Now then, we come down to Dr. Xavier. Well, this is gonna be... I don't see Dr. Xavier as a DPS. As a tank, it's also weird. Support. Maybe, not really sure. It's weird. I'll put it like this: tank, DPS, support. It's a tough one. It's a very, very tough one. We put Cyclops. Ah, Nightcrawler. Yeah. Nightcrawler. And Nightcrawler is gonna be, I would say, either DPS or support. Nightcrawler. Let's see what we can find. We put Mystique, Juggernaut. We didn't put Cable, but we put Bishop. Gambit, oh yeah, Rogue. Colossus, yeah. We forgot about him. Colossus. Yeah. Colossus, I would say he's tank more. Angel, support. Rogue, I think she's gonna be, honestly, DPS. Hey Spazzy, hey, how are you doing, Spazzy? Right then, guys, let's see. This would be from the Xmen series. Now then. Fantastic Four. Doctor Doom. Human Torch is gonna be for the short DPS. The thing is gonna be tank. Silver Surfer. %100% sure he's gonna be DPS. Galactus. He has tank potential. Now then, let's use Google a bit to remember ourselves. Fantastic Four. Yes, let's see. Invisible Woman, Ben Grimm. Okay. Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman, I think it's gonna be either support or DPS. Reed Richards is gonna be not support, either tank or DPS. Doctor Doom is already confirmed. Human Torch, he's not confirmed, but there is a chance he might come. Human Torch, DPS. She-Hulk, yep. She-Hulk? We have Namor already. So yeah, give or take, this wraps about it with Fantastic Four. Now comes Thor. So I would say we don't have Thor, so it's like, yeah, Thor will be damage for sure. Odin. Tank. So, what's next? Iron Man series. We don't have War Machine yet, and War Machine is gonna be. He's not gonna be DPS like Iron Man, but I think he's gonna be either tank or DPS, one of these two. The Mandarin, yeah, the Mandarin might be a possibility. And Mandarin will be either tank or DPS, the Mandarin. The rest of these are like a big doubt, a very, very big doubt. Nick Fury, yes, Nick Fury will be either the tank or DPS, one of these. Hawkeye. Hawkeye DPS for sure. Now then, this is something with a big question mark, but I don't think it's possible. But who knows? Maybe. Maybe. We will see. We can add it just in case. Justice League. The Flash. The Flash. DPS. Batman. DPS. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Either tank or DPS, something like that. Aquaman. 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 DPS or support. Green Arrow. Green Arrow. DPS. That's a no-brainer. Green Lantern. Green Lantern is either gonna be a tank or DPS. Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor. Tank. The Joker. Dark Side. Well now. Dark Side will be either tank or DPS. Martian Manhunter, either DPS or support. And I think this wraps about it on which heroes might be joining the Marvel Rivals roster. In the Spiderman Saga, there's a lot of possibilities. Like, if you count them, it's a lot. It's like 20 plus overall, which is a lot. A lot. So, yeah, guys, this would be about it with regarding which heroes might be joining the Marvel Rivals roster. And we are certain from the Xmen series saga, Wolverine is gonna be coming. It's a no-brainer. You gotta bring Wolverine, like, you gotta. You can't have Marvel Rivals without Wolverine. And there's a lot of possibilities from the Xmen saga also. The rest will be like, Then Fantastic Four has quite a few characters which might be coming out. We have Doctor Doom confirmed already. He's gonna be coming out. The next ones, I think Silver Surfer has a very, very high probability of coming out. Then the rest of these here. So this is about it. And let's see, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube and let's see what people think about the list, and let's see in the comments which heroes they think will come in Marvel Rivals at one point. And with that being said, let's also play some video games. So hope you guys enjoyed the list, and write to me in the comments on YouTube which heroes you guys might think that at one point they will come out in the game.